Today's topic is generator, electric generator. The device which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy is known as electric generator. The device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy is known as electric generator. There are two types. Number one is AC generator, alternating current generator, and second is DC generator. Today I will take AC generator. Actually, it will not generate the energy, it will convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy. This device converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. That's we will use to produce AC current with the help of this generator. Now the principle of AC generator. It depends on electromagnetic induction. According to this one, when there is a change in magnetic flux related to a coil, then EMF is induced in the coil. When there is a change in magnetic flux, then magnetic flux related to a coil, then EMF is induced in the coil. If coil is closed, then current will also flow through that coil. If coil is closed, then induced current will flow through that coil. Now the construction of AC generator. What are the main parts of AC generator? Number one is armature. Number second is field magnets. Number third is mechanical energy source. Number fourth is slip rings. Number fifth is carbon brush. And number sixth is load, where the energy is used. Now the figure, these are the magnets. The faces of this one is concave. These are the magnets. They are also known as field magnets. This one is north pole. Here is south pole. It means magnetic field is produced between the magnets from north to south. These are known as the field magnets. Now, what is armature? Armature is the coil which is bounded on a soft iron piece. Suppose this one is soft iron frame. A insulated copper wire is bounded in such a way there are N turns. This is soft iron. It is insulated copper wire. CU wire. This complete is known as armature. This is free to rotate on this axis. This axis of rotation. This armature is free to move between the two magnets N and S. This one is armature. This shown copper wire. It is free to rotate about this axis. This is axis of rotation known as shaft. This end is connected to a slip ring S1. This slip ring S1 and is connected to this point. The second end is connected to this one, the slip ring S2. These are the slip rings. Slip rings are nothing, they are the simply hollow metallic cylinder. This one is slip ring, hollow metallic cylinder. These are two, they are free to rotate about this axis shaft. This is coil A, B, C and D. This is armature. These are the field magnets. This one is mechanical energy source, that's handle. Mechanic energy source, or we can say a handle. These two slip rings, they moves on this carbon brush. It is carbon brush B1. This one is B2. This one is B1. This one is B2. Carbon brush. Now these are connected to load. This one is load where the energy is used. For example, bulb. Now the working. With the help of this handle or mechanical energy source, when the coil is rotated between the NS magnets, then there is a change in flux in such a way. Suppose this one is north pole. Initially a magnet coil is placed in this way. At this time the angle between the plane of this coil and the magnetic field, it is perpendicular. The direction of B, magnetic field. This one is A, B, C and D. At this time the flux passing through this coil will be maximum. Flux will be phi maximum. With the help of this handle, when it is rotated or this coil is rotated by an angle of 90 degree, it becomes in this way. This one is A, this one is B, this one is C and D. At this time phi will be 0, because the angle between the plane of the coil and the magnetic field is 0 degree. So flux passing through this one will be 0. Now again the rotation is 90 degree. Again if we rotate 90 degree, or total rotation is 180 degree, it becomes in this way. The sides of the coil will change. Initially towards left is AD. Now here it will be A, B, C and D. Now the flux will enter through the second surface. So here phi will be maximum but negative. Initially in the first case, this one is first case, this one is second, here is second, this one is third. The difference between the first and third is only this one. Initially the flux is passing through one surface, but in the third case it will pass through the second, it will enter through the second surface. Now it is rotated by 180 degree. Now when it is again rotated by 90 degree, it becomes in this way. Here is A, here is B, C and D. Again flux will be 0. Now when it is rotated by 90 degree again, and it will be in this way. Here phi will be again maximum, plus here will be A, B, C and D. Here is south pole, north pole. This one is south pole. The direction of magnetic field is from north to south. The direction of magnetic field B. Now due to the rotation of this magnet, this coil, there is a change in magnetic flux. Initially it is maximum, again it is 0, for maximum and so on. There is a change in magnetic flux related to this coil. According to the Faraday's law, when there is a change in magnetic flux, EMF is induced in the coil. It means current will produce or current will induce in the coil A, B, C, D. The direction of this current is given by Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule is this one. If we spread the index finger, middle finger and thumb of our right hand in such a way that they are mutually perpendicular. If this index finger shows the direction of magnetic field, thumb shows the direction of motion, then this middle finger will show the direction of induced current. In this way, inside CD current will be in this direction. Here is the current, so here will be current, this one. The magnet is rotated in this direction, in the direction of rotation. It means in the side BC, current will flow from C to B, and inside AD it will flow from A to D. It means this brush B1, it becomes positive and this will be negative. Current will flow in this direction. The current I, after the rotation of 180 degree, when you will rotate 90 degree, then the current will be 0 because the flux passing through the coil will be maximum. After the rotation of 180 degree, the rotation of 180 degree, the sides, the position of sides will change. That will be in this way. This one is magnet N pole. Here will be S pole. It is armature. After rotation of 180 degree, the sides will change. Here will be A, B, C and D. Now, this A is connected to S1 and this B is connected to S2. The position of brushes will not change. S1 is connected to V1, it's B1, and S2 is to B2. Now the position of the sides will change. Initially the current through AD is flowing from A to D, but now from AD the current will flow from D to A. Direction of current will change. It becomes positive, it becomes, current will flow in this direction. Now it is connected to 2. This one is S1, this one is S2. Here is brush B1, here brush B2. Now the direction of current is given in this way. Here is load. It becomes positive, it becomes negative. Current will flow in this direction. For initially first half, the brush B1 will be negative and V2 was positive at this time, but after rotation of 180 degree, V1 becomes positive and V2 becomes negative. If we show this one in graph, for here is rotation or time, here is current, here is time period 0, here is Ty2, here is T and so on. It is 3 Ty2, that will be 2T, or we can also write in terms of angle. Rotation of here will be 180 degree, here is 2 pi. The for first half cycle, the graph will be, suppose current is positive, this is maximum current, here will be 0. Again for next half cycle it will be negative. This graph will be in this way. Here is Ty2, Ty4 and so on. This 3 Ty4. This current, it is positive for first half cycle and negative for next second half cycle. So this current is known as AC current. From first figure it is clear the V2 brush is positive, but after a rotation of 180 degree, this figure shows that V1 becomes positive. So in the graph, first half cycle will be positive, next half cycle will be negative. Alternatively, the positive and negative cycles. So this current is known as AC current. Known as AC current, alternating current. In AC generator, current in armature and load will be AC, alternating current. In armature as well as in load, at both the places current will be AC.